All right, just trying to see if I am live. What's up, everybody? It's Drazy in my PTV Trading Scared, and I am doing a live trade. I figured I'd come over here and show y'all some real deal money put out there. I could win or lose, and right now it's a lottery ticket. That's what I'm calling it. I put a live trade on Amazon. I bought the 1780 calls that expire today. You can see here's a position that says 0. That means 0 days, March 22nd. And sometimes this is fun to do, or you have a lot of opportunity. I bought the 1780 for 350, and right now if I would sell it, I'm probably up about 350, 60, 70. I'm gonna get the mid price in there. I don't know, probably about even, maybe up $10 or so. And the reason why I'm putting it on because the market's tanking today. Oh my God. Everybody's worried about this inverted yield curve, and generally that's the sign that the economy is going to go into a recession. But generally not now, but we're headed towards recession, and it usually happens in about 12 to 16, 15 months, something like that. So why I did it, I'm just drawing a basic trend line for today. And you can see this first trend line, let's call it like a primary trend line. It broke right here, right at 1 o'clock, right? And it broke. And then if you draw a secondary trend line, that one broke as well. And this is the 5-minute chart. And I'm just looking over here on the left. This is the 1-minute chart over here. Can I make that bigger? This is the 1-minute chart to the left. And I don't know. It's got a lot of support, resistance to break through right here, and right through here, trying to break through all of that, and it's either going to break down hard, which it kind of looks like. Yeah, I don't know. If you look at it, you got a reverse head and shoulders. I'm just showing you the reasons why I went for the lotto ticket. Right here's the shoulder. Here's the head. And then here's maybe the other shoulder. You can see it good over here on the 1-minute chart. And if the market kind of turns around towards the end of the day, it's either we're gonna just go into this total meltdown at the end of the day, or we're gonna have some kind of comeback. And I'm hoping for a kind of comeback. So here are the ticks. And this is basically a graph I'm trying to just do today, of how many stocks are going up versus how many stocks are going down. How many stocks are ticking up versus ticking down. You get the average or whatever. And you can see how it's been trending up for the day. It's starting to break down right now. But I put the trade on somewhere over here, and I'm like, okay, I like the ticks. It looks like we're reversing. Some buyers are starting to step in. Towards the end of the day, it could all change. And also, if you look at the advanced decline line, see if I can bring that up. Here's that as well. Man, look at that, just open down. What is going on with this computer? Here we go. Let's try it again. And it's going down, and then you can see it kind of making a turn up. Yeah, I messed that up. Here we go. Kind of making that turn up. Can it hold this turn, or is it just gonna collapse? So right now it's heading down. So my trade is probably losing. Where are we at? Trade. No, I'm not want to see. Where's the? I just had it open. Oh, I know why. Here we go. I had to put the ticker symbol on it. So right now I'm down about $50 because right now it's 250 up. Now I'm down close to 100, and I'm willing to almost lose it all. Maybe try to get 100 out of it. And it's going down hard. See, one of my things that I do is I'm early on trades. I really hope to pop resistance, but I got in down here. But the thing is, why the trade is losing money is because this is option. I bought the options that expire today. As it gets closer to 4 p.m., that option is ticking to 0. But if this thing closes at anything above 1780, that's real money. You know, that's real money coming in. You know, it'll be dollar for dollar because it closes today. So let's say it closed at, oh, I'll show you some other things. Let's say it closed at 1800, right? That's 20 points, you know, so that'll be basically like $2,000. You know, the 350 could be minus the 350, you know, that I paid. But you can see there is support, you know, a lot of, right here is a lot of chop that it's got to bust through. And I don't know if it's going to do that. I was liking these trend lines. I think if it busts this one, I'm probably out. I'm hoping there's some kind of end of day rally. I really am. And let's go back to that. This is the trade. See, here it is, 1780. Now it's about 230. So those the options are ticking down to zero. Because I mean, is it going 1776, 1775, 70? See, I'm the only one that's going to come on here and show you a losing trade. Show you, you know, some people have two accounts where they put the same trade on this account and this account, and they're showing you the account that's making money. Some people record it, you know what I mean, and they only put it out after it's done, you know, but let's just see what happens. It looks like it's making another run. Like I said, I'll make dollar for dollar anything over 1780. I'm hoping that it closes. That would be nice to close at 1800. Look at the open interest. That's another thing. And right here, you can see 1800. Look at the open interest right here. Look how it's 2,244. And then also over here on the put side, this is the calls. This is the put side at the 1436. So there might be some kind of attraction to that number. Although right here, the 1780 is getting kind of large too. So we see what happens. Okay, it's making a run. It's really volatile. See, it's up to, you know, 315. Somebody's trying to sell it for. Yes. Where's my mic? You guys probably can't even hear me. So, you know, yeah, it was ticking down. The ticks kind of jumped back down. You can look at now I'm looking on the left, okay? These are the 1 minute chart. It ticked up to 1,000 basically. And when that happens, you can basically fade it. The market's going down. It's just too much buying pressure. It's going to go down. So I think that was the reason why it went down. But we're coming into the end of the day, the last hour and a half of trading. And we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna move. It's gonna move hard one way or the other. I doubt if it stays here. It's either gonna just get crushed, or it's gonna be some kind of pullback, some kind of a bounce. You know, and if you look at this is the Dow. You can see it kind of made that U-turn for the most part. You know, can it? It gapped down. Can a lot of gaps tend to fill? I mean, it might not fill today, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just a trending down day. It just keeps going down, 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 and people's waiting for the bounce, and there's never a bounce. That's what was happening on the upside of just the market going up. You know, so and that's that. So I'm just looking at this. I can't pause it because it's live. I could make another video and just come back and say, I lost, or tell you how much I got out at. This is the Dow. The Dow is actually looking pretty good. It's looking, you know, it's looking pretty good to come back. Let's go back to Amazon. Yeah, it's not looking as good as the Dow. The Dow is looking real good. This is actually looking pretty weak now. I'm gonna say right here. Look at that. It's yeah. We'll call that a one-off right here, where it kind of went below or hit that. And that's another thing. I've found this area of support. I forgot, I scrolled back somewhere over here, and I was like, okay, this is the time to get in. And also drew the fibs. So I was like, yeah, let me get in. So something's going to happen. It's kind of consolidating. It's been doing that since about noontime, and like I said, it's either gonna break down or break up. I'm going for the recovery because the Dow is recovering. It's recovering. Let me see the SP, the SPY, the S&P 500 is recovering. Let's look at the Qs. Qs, and you know, Amazon's a big part of it. It's a little sideways, but they was leading the market to where we are today. So do it all of a sudden they get, see, this looks just like Amazon right now. It looks like the exact same chart, but look at my 9-period moving average, how it's just going up. It's going up. Let's look at Apple, because Apple's been a hard runner. Same thing. Apple looks like it actually wants to break through. This is the stock I actually should have traded today. And this is a quick day. I guess it's a day trade. I don't really day trade, but I was like, you know what? I think I will. And I think I'll put it online. So yeah, look at the minute. Look at the minute chart. That's over here to the left. Yeah, I kind of brought it over here. Yeah, it looks like it just wants to plow through. Here's the VIX. This is the volatility index, the fear index. This is a measure of people buying puts, people that are afraid. They want protection. Ever since noon, it's been coming down. So these are reasons why I'm thinking we might get a pullback. So I put these videos out here for myself so I can go back and look at it and say, hey, man, why did I lose that trade? Winning trades, you know, I win good. I don't need to think about anything, you know, so I can go back and say, why did I lose it? And I look at all these things that I'm kind of going over, and I'll say, yeah, that's it. That's it. Right now, if I were to lose, we're at 1779. See, it's trying to make that come back up here. Right now, if I were to lose, it's because I didn't wait for it to get above that resistance. You know, it's going to get up there and possibly come right back down again. Might not even make it this time. You know, it's just kind of hanging out. It's just kind of hanging out. And let's look at what that option is worth. It still could be down 100 or so. Yeah, it's about, I could probably sell it for about 300. So I'm down about 50 bucks. The VIX is coming down a lot. It's only up 6. I mean, it was up high. It was up high. It's coming down a lot. Yeah. This is kind of boring, isn't it? I want to get online. While y'all watching this trade work out, let me see if anybody's here checking me out. Turn on my little tablet. This is the only way I can read your comments. See who's up in here. Give me a minute. While we watch here, let me pull up the Amazon. I hear a truck backing up. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta be nosy. It's a big old moving truck. I think somebody's getting appliances or something. Okay, YouTube. All right, we're pushing up on it now. We're pushing, and you see that pullback? I got the minute on. You see how it just kind of jumped back? So watch if this does break through, get above that line, watch how it just takes off. And it'll probably check back once that happens, because a lot of people's going to have orders in there to buy. They're waiting for it to go above resistance. And at the same time, the reason why it's going down, because as it hits that resistance, a lot of people got orders to sell. They're trying to sell it down. So this is a battle when it hits these areas of support and resistance between the buyers and sellers, and who's going to be the strongest. All right, I got it up. What's up, everybody? I'm looking at you. I got the tablet on. Tablet is rolling. It would be nice if this thing went up to 1800. It would be real nice. I'll probably sell it before that though. That would be, let me see, 18, like I said, 2 minus 350. That'd be 1650. See, I'm already counting my profits. One thing, when you start to count your I already know what my loss is going to be, 350. So it's really nothing to count there. But when you start counting profits, it's always a sign that you're going to lose. The trade's not going to work out for you. You know, I had sold a couple of days ago a lot of positions in Amazon. And the reason why you look back, by the way, a lot of the Amazon videos I'm doing, because I'm trading Amazon. That's why. Because I was started to count my profits, but then I realized how long I was. I was like, oh, I got to sell some of this stuff. I got to sell. Hold on a minute. Y'all's probably looking at all that junk behind me. Yeah, somebody's moving in. They getting it's like furniture. All right, I don't like the way these candles look, but that's the 1 minute. The candles are showing the bears are winning the battle. That's what it's showing. I'm trying to get that same position. No, that's the 15-minute chart. I don't want to see that. A lot of times each individual candle can kind of tell you what's going on, you know? So, yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really looking at, you can see a little head and shoulders here, right? And it could pop through. So if that, let's say the head and shoulders pattern plays out, generally the move to the upside will be this distance from the neckline here to the head, right? The top of the head. So something like this, about what is that? Maybe 1790. 1790. Let's see where my trade is. I don't got my actual P&L up because then you'll see everything. It looks like I can get it off for, yeah, I'm about break even now. So if you're just now watching me, what do we got in there? Christopher Edwards. Good afternoon, Christopher. You trading, a truck driver, photographer? You know, I do photography on this channel. I drive trucks. Now I'm trading. I don't know what kind of person that you are that's following me. Yeah, this channel is all over the place. I might change the name, by the way. If I know once I change the name, everybody's going to flood. But not necessarily. I saw one person change their name on YouTube. Channel just blew up. Just totally blew up. And I was like, wow. They didn't do nothing but change the name. All right, so, yeah, you trading, Christopher. So I got this trade on Amazon. I'm trading for it's a lotto ticket. I bought this option right here for $350. Basically, I have the right to buy the stock at $17.80, and I spent $350 for that right, or $3.50 a share. Yeah, that's basically it. If it closes anywhere below that, the option is worthless, so I lose all my money. If it closes above that, let's say it closes at 1,800, well, I get to buy it at 1,780. You know, so I get to buy it at 1,780 and immediately sell it for 1,800. You know, so that's where you make the money. But of course, I paid $3.50 for that right, or $350. So that's anyway. That's how it works. I think I forgot what I said. Let's get back to the chart. Look at that; it's breaking through. So that is good. Right now, the trade is worth about $100. I'm up about 100. I'm letting it ride. I'm either going bust or I'm going. It's either going to be big or I'm going bust. That's it. I might sell that 500 if I can get there. I got to put some kind of profit target on it. I'm thinking I can get up to 1,800. I really think Amazon can blow back to that level of support, which is now resistance. See, it's kind of getting through here. Look at the minute chart. Will be a little bit more exciting to look at. See what's going on. Trucking and trading penny stocks. Yeah, you know, when I started trading mid like 2005, 4, and I found myself into that penny stocks, and Man, I was getting crushed because they manipulated. So I don't trade penny stocks just for that fact. And you can make money, but you can also lose money because you can't really. I mean, it's just they fake companies, you know, and it's a lot of manipulation, and you're fighting all that. So these are real companies. These are companies that real people want to get in, hedge funds, mutual funds. And they follow the technicals a little better, I feel, than penny stocks do. So I stopped trading that, and then I want some more leverage. So then I started trading options because it gives you leverage. Because, you know, who's got $1,782 a share? You know, for one share of Amazon, you got to drop $1,782. All right, so look, it's running. It's breaking through. You know, the stocks that move the market, they always they come and go. You know, basically if they let it go, they always gonna come back to it because that's what people want. The stocks that are wanted. So that's why I like playing these stocks, and that's why FANG was so popular, or still is, because these are the stocks that people want. They're the only stocks that's making money, that's showing huge growth. People will pay for growth, okay? Especially when nothing is growing. So I tend to just hang around those stocks, the popular stocks. So you see around Tesla. Tesla is a little hard. I got some long-term trades on that. Now, Tesla is hard because it's always in the news. It's just, oh, Elon Musk did that. Like today, he wrote this letter, it's down. Oh, he smoked a joint. He did this. He tweeted, you know, and it's just crazy. It trades on news, and it's just all over the place. I got a long-term 2-year trade on for, we can look at it real quick. And this is breaking out. I don't know. Sometimes you get the fake out before the breakout. Maybe I should say fake out and then break down. You know, call it that way. Fake out for the breakout would be down and then up. So sometimes you could peek your head above and then boom. You know, so I don't know, like right here, happened right there. But see, we above that point. Where is that? 1782.51. Yeah, we are above that candle right there. So I think we can make a run. We can make a little run. Let's see what the trade's worth. Here it is. It's in the money. That's the purple part. So that means it's worth money. It's in the money. I'm up $200 right now. No, 354. I'm up about 150. I'm sorry, making all that noise. Oh, I said I was going to look at Tesla. Let's look at Tesla real quick. Yeah, the stock broke down not only for today's market, because he sent out a letter to all employees talking about, hey, man, I need y'all to help me build some cars. Or I guess do everything you can. I guess they trying to get these deliveries out. Something like that. The media got a hold of the letter, and then it trades. It trades off of it. So look at this stock was just 276 yesterday. It's down to 264, and it's not doing much. This one is not really catching a move like, let me look at Apple again. Apple's the leader, okay? This is the leader right now. Matter of fact, today, today, when it opened up here, $1,997, it was regained the biggest company in the world or something like that. I think it overtook Amazon, but see, it's making a little run there. Tesla's not participating in that. And Amazon, I'm sorry, I got all these lines. It's trying to make a run. You can see that big candle right there as it broke through the resistance. And look at the volume. You can see the volume down here starting to get in. So people here that dumped this stock this morning, they're trying to get back in. They're like, shit, damn, God. You know, and a little panic right there. But it's for the most part, it's trading with the market. If the market goes down, this is going to go. Here's the Dow. Let's look at the advanced decline line. This is that's really tiny there. See it? Look at that. It's just going up in waves. Boom, boom, boom. This one will do the same thing. Uh-oh. It's trying to go back up. I don't know. It looks like it's probably due to come back down again. There it goes. There it goes. I'm looking at the 1 minute. So I'm like looking at 1 minute. Christopher, the best I did was Baker and Hughes just before GE did the buyout. Oh, okay. Robert Brown, what's up, Robert? And what program is that? Paul, this is Think or Swim. Go to Think or Swim by TD Ameritrade. Yeah, that's how you sign up. I think you go to TD Ameritrade and you just download the Think or Swim platform. And it costs nothing. I don't think you have to give them a minimum deposit. And yeah, I had Think or Swim since 2000, since I first started trading. So I don't know the stipulations. I had it before TD Ameritrade bought it out. I use this. I use Tastyworks. I use Interactive Brokers, which I don't use right at the moment. What else? Infidelity. Yeah, I use all of those. But right now I'm using Thinkorswim. But it's good to have multiple brokers. I use Robinhood. I got Robinhood. I use M1 Finance. Is awesome. Check it out. I need to put a link in so you guys could get some money and kind of give me a referral too. But M1 Finance is awesome. You can buy stocks, no fee. What is it called? Fractional stocks. So you can buy Amazon for like $10, and you get a fraction of a share. Here's Amazon. Something else this is the hourly chart. Watch. Yeah, I'll show you something. Why am I stuck? 5 minutes. Yeah, it's still, even though it broke through that main level of resistance, it's still a lot of chop. You see all of this stuff to the left. You look straight. You got the candle right here to the right, but if you look straight left, look at all of that resistance. Basically, it's not a clear shot. There's a lot of buyers and sellers in there, so it's up and down. It needs to break past. It really needs to break beyond all of that. Get past all of that over here, and then it can make its run up. What's a good place to learn about getting into the stock market? I learned the School of Hard Knocks, and I'm still learning. I lose money all the time. I'm not a professional at this. I'm not saying I'm all of that. I'm not. I thought I was going to come on here and this trade was going to lose, but I don't care. I'm not one of those guys to show you something. I'm not going to sell you something. So I did the School of Hard Knocks. YouTube. Don't buy into people's programs. Just practice. Matter of fact, this Thinkorswim, you could do paper trading. You could use fake money. Just practice and just learn from people. All the education is right there on YouTube. It's just not organized. And then just kind of learn. Just listen to business news and just see how stocks trade. And that's how I did. I never picked up somebody's program and they got the holy grail, right? They so good that they just not going to really trade no more. They're going to show you how to trade so you can make all the money. If I was all like that and I know how to make, I ain't showing nobody nothing. I'm going to sit in my little room and I'm going to make all the money and then I'm going to be chilling. I don't got time to make programs, make DVDs and ship them out, market and tweet about it. No. And that shows you that it's fake. These people are really making the money on selling you something when they could easily just get on here and make money constantly. Why want to make my time and effort making a DVD set, videos, instructional videos, marketing? Oh, let's see, I'm getting started. You know what I'm getting from. Coca-Cola, right? They got the secret sauce. It's under lock and key. Nobody's getting it. They're not showing you how to make soda, so you can get in the soda business too. They keep it under lock and key. They ain't telling nobody nothing, and they're gonna make all the money. That's how it goes down. There's a lot of resistance here. I'm not sure if this is kind of making me want to get out. But like I said, I'm willing to lose that money. So we're gonna see. Hold on a minute. Yeah, somebody bought a whole bunch of furniture, and the movers are making all kind of noise. LOL, Christopher. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm telling you, if I had this under lock, I'm going in my little room. I ain't even making this video. You know, like this money I'm trying to make right here. I'm just gonna make it. You know, I only bought one. Right now it's worth $60, $70. Remember, I bought this right here. I bought it for $350. Right now, somebody's willing to sell it, willing to buy it for $410, and somebody's willing to sell it for $475. So you figure right in the middle there. Oh, I think it's kind of taking a turn. Yeah. So that's only one. But imagine I bought 10 of those or 20 of those. You know, I'm up 70. If I bought 10, that'll be $700. If I bought 100, that'll be $7,000, right? So that's what I would be doing. I don't need to make a kit. I'm just gonna make the money right here, you know? Easy. Easy. All right, there we go. Yeah, I was worried about these candles right here. I didn't like the way those looked. There was definitely some selling pressure right here, but it's coming back. Look at that candle right here too, when it was trying to reverse. So that's these guys. That's these guys right here to the left. See, it's doing it again. So it's making me. If this wasn't a lotto ticket, I would probably take my money and run right here, my little $70 and just run. But it's a lotto ticket. I'm all in, right? You either win or you lose. So, yeah, I'm not liking the way that looks. Let me check the rest of the market. No, the advanced decline line is looking good. It is still heading higher. Let's look at the fear index, the VIX. VIX is still heading down. So, you know, it's looking good. Let's look at the ticks. Wow, the ticks are looking good. The ticks are, yeah, we just had some ticks up there by 1,000. This is extreme. This level right here is considered extreme. Okay, so where's the mid-level is 0. That's basically right here. I'm close to it. So we've been ticking. More stocks has been going up than down since noon for the most part. And every once in a while you get outliers. There's some selling going on. All right, back to Amazon. I bet you Apple is running. Yeah, it's kind of facing that same. See, yeah, I'm not liking that candle that is drawing right now. It's not looking good. And here's the Dow's at 270, 269. It did a huge bounce. Look at the way those candles look right there. All reverse hammers. That just shows you this. There's a lot of selling going on right there, and it's probably hitting, yeah, right, that resistance right here. So you see to the left. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see, right? But right to the left, that's where it's coming from. And if we can clear that hurdle, we could probably jump up. Let me look at the minute chart. See, it's a nice slow recovery, not a V. V's are like tough, man, but nice slow. I got the 50 period and a 9. It crosses over right here and then right here. Now it's staying above. I mean, it's hopefully this pullback right here that it's doing. This goes to here, maybe. That's the trend line. And then hopefully we can get a bounce. If it bounces above that, that means it's pretty strong, like it's trying to do now. You know, because then it's going to go something like this. Right? Let's see if that can hold. Amazon still at 1779. It's pulled back hard. Let's look at the trade. Options trade so volatile. That's why I was up. All right, I'm still up. Wow, I'm up about 50 bucks. I thought it was going to be less than that. No, I take that back. I'm on the 1780. I'm down. I'm down about 50 bucks. I take that back. See, now remember, this is going down because it only has an hour. It's 3:04. The stock market closes at 4. If this thing is not above 1780 in the next hour, it's going to zero. It's slowly ticking to zero. And it's even if the stock doesn't move, it's ticking to zero. I need it to be in the purple up here. So I wish I could get it. I should have bought it like now. Or I should have waited. I bought it a little too soon, thinking it was gonna start to run early. I don't know. I'm starting not to feel it. But this is the hour. It's 3 o'clock. The volume should start coming in. It's at 1780 now. So if you go back to the chart, you can see I'm in the green. That means it's 1780, 74. At least I'm going to make 74 cents, right? I'll make whatever money it's in the money, you know, minus the 350 that I pay. See, it's at 315, so I'm down about $35. Come on. I'm sorry, I got all these lines. I tell you, I'm going to clear all of these lines out of here. And just look at it. Oh, that's not looking good. I said I was going to be in it for the long. I don't know. I don't know. I think if it breaks this, I might just give up because that's not good. Yeah, see, look at that. And then here is huge resistance. Support. 1778. Dow's at, let me check the VIX again. Everything's looking good. Well, the VIX ticked, yeah. Yeah, we had it ticks down to the thousands. Look at that change. Down here is the extreme as well. So selling came in with the quickness. Can it get above this zero line? Uh-oh. These are the things that I look at. I just look at these things to check the health of the market. Look at that. See, everything was selling off right there and along my stock. This is the advanced decline line. Measures how many stocks are advancing worth minus how many stocks are declining, or whatever. There was a lot of selling right there. And it looks weak. Let me see my trade again. I bet you it's not good. I'm down about 70 bucks. If it ticks below this candle, I'm out. Even though I said I'm going as if it ticks below this candle right here, I'm out. And if it takes forever to do that, I could be down to zero. So I might have to make a decision because remember, it's gonna go to zero. It's an option that expires in 50 minutes. It's going to go to zero. So and you know, so sometimes on option expiration day, yeah, it's kind of fun, you know, cool to try to play a lotto ticket on something that you feel is going to run, you know, 1 or 2 hours. 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 You know, 1 you can make big money. You can make big money for a fraction of the money that you put out. Yeah, see, it's ticking down. It looks like it wants to break that low. See, we had higher high, higher high, higher high, and can that hold? Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. I'm sorry about that. So if it breaks that low, yeah, it looks like it wants to do it too. Yep. 1780. Oh, look at that bounce. I don't know. Look at the selling. Look at the volume down here on this down. I mean, people selling, you know. Is that a good bounce point? I mean, either. I always say this too. If one of my things, if it don't bounce, it wants to go lower. If it doesn't do what you think it should do at where it should do it, it's gonna go lower. Look what it's doing now. See, look at that. Its pressure is on. Look at that, all that selling right there. And I am going to get. Tag, I'm saying I'm gonna get out. Where are we at? I'm down 120. I don't know. Let's see. I said this arrow right here. I should bring it down to here. There it goes. Yeah, the ticks are, the selling is back in, it's back. They're selling. They're selling. It's not going up. I bet your Apple is even giving it up. Yeah, look at Apple. It was doing great. Look at that. And that's a leader. So what's going to happen? Everything's going to follow that leader. Like it probably just broke right now. So I'm going to take this position. You see it? Here's my sell. Give it a little bit here. No, somewhere around there. Come on. There. I just sold it. I'm out. I'm out. Now watch it bounce. Anyway, so there was a live trade. I probably lost about 100 bucks. Monitor. Filled orders. 187. I bought it for 350. Sold it for 187. Lost 163. Yeah. It's just not doing what I wanted it to do. Now, here it comes. Now it's going to do it. That's what, you know, oh, man. I sold. All right, here's the thing. You see that resistance? I didn't let it break. And I have the same thing on the upside where I didn't let it. I get in before it breaks. I bought in before it breaks. But I'm just looking at Apple, looking at the ticks. Just looking at, yeah, look at these ticks. It just looks like it wants to break. There's nothing that's supporting the fact that it wants to go higher. You know, you took away your message, Paul. Yeah, so that's why I got out. See, here it goes. Look at it. It's going to break. I'm just trying to watch it. See what it does. Look at the advanced decline. Everything is going against me now. The advanced decline is breaking that support level. So right there, Amazon. If it does break there, that support, it'll probably go down here. It'll probably go down to the low of the day. I really thought it was going to do it. And yeah, there it goes. It's trying to crack it. Now, this could be the fake out before the breakout, like I said before, where it fakes everybody out low and just totally reverses and goes crazy, goes ballistic. There it goes, going lower. Ticks are real low. Look at that. See, it was doing good up here, and then just tank and to stay down here. And I think nobody wants to be long over the weekend. It's probably what's going on. Probably what's going on. It's still not cracking it. Here it goes, getting ready to try to make another run. The thing is, if I just had a regular option, I could have stayed in it longer. And I do got more options on that position, by the way. But this one expired. Remember, it could go up another $3 and it'll be 0 because it's at 1778. So if it goes, that's the thing. It's going to 0. Let me see what we at looking at now. Here's at 1777. I was in right here. It's $1.36 now. Yeah, these are going to 0. All of this, everything below this purple line. See, these down here, they're already at 0. And eventually, the ones that's up here will go to 0. You want a good lottery ticket? You could buy something like this 1790 for 20 cents. And just keep your fingers crossed that it just goes up to 1800. And buy like 20 of them or something. You'll be rich. Yo, I am glad I had people sticking around. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate that. This is my first video of such a kind. I was like, you know, get on here and do a live trade. It's turning. It's turning. My phone's saying it's turning. Trying to see what's going on. Great tip. Thanks, sir. This will help out a lot. All right. I got a message on another video. Yeah, so, you know, to people that like to trade in, this stuff is, if you like trading, this stuff is fun. If you like, what the hell is this? This is boring as hell. You just sit here and you watch charts. You can set alerts, and you can set alert anywhere, and it's like, hey, let me know when this thing reaches 1780, and then, you know, you get the alert, then come the computer. You don't have to sit here and watch this pain, but I'm sitting here because I'm making a video. Yeah, I'm making a video. So you see how we can review this real quick, and I'll show you what's going on. Over here, hits this line, it bounces. I mean, you had no time. If you wanted to get in, you had no time. Then down here, look at that bounce. It goes straight up, basically. Here, bounce straight up, bounce up. Here, see how it's kind of hitting it, and it's not really going up. It's just like, that's telling me it wants to go down. Generally, you're gonna hit and just bounce, like bouncing a ball. Generally, so when it's kind of hanging out down there, it's like beating down that door. And eventually you bust through, you know. So that's, look at it as we speak. So that's the trade to put on. So usually you don't have time to get in. See, and I was kind of feeling that right here. You see how it kind of did that roll, you know. Let's go up. If it's gonna go up, we're gonna go up. You know what I mean? And it's kind of was like, and then this bar right here is when I would have got out, but I was like, hey, this is a lotto ticket. I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in. And I even said in the video, I'm gonna go back, probably watch it myself. I would get out right here, but this is a lotto ticket, so I'm in. I'm either all in or all out. And that's where I would have got out, and I would have made, I don't know, 100, what was that, 75, something like that, right on that bar right there. It's even an outside bar. It just totally took away all this momentum, and it's reversed, you know. The market, it's only 320. This is where all the action starts to go. So this thing is still going to move. It's going to crack hard, or it could still even reverse. It could still even reverse and reverse hard. Looks like it's trying to do that now. Look at those two candles. Don't advance the, wow, look at that. It just People are just selling. I'm looking at everything that I look at. The ticks barely went over 0 again. And here's Square. I'm in Square. Look, at Square didn't do anything. It didn't do any of that stuff that Amazon was doing. When the market turns around, I like this stock. Even though it's down 3.6%. You know, look, this thing has been going crazy, but I like this stock. I'm looking at Visa. Just looking at some different stocks. And you can kind of compare it to your stock, you know. Can you get in and out anytime you want? Yep, you sure can. You sure can, Robert. Anytime you want, you just click buy, click sell. Now, it's catch. You need to have over $25,000 because there's something called a pattern day trader rule. And if you don't have over $25,000, and this is any brokerage you open up, this is like a what is it? Whoever regulates the SPIC, the trading people, SEC rule, something like that. If you don't have it over $25,000, if you have underneath that, you only can trade in and out 3 times a day, 3 times a week, in and out. That's called a day trade, you know. So you can do that once. You got 3 times within a week, you know. But if you have over $25,000, you can go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out as many times as you want. But if you got under that, 3 times in a 5-day period, and if you bust that, they're gonna freeze your account, and then you can't trade anymore. And you have to get permission from your broker and say, I won't do it again. And then they'll say, okay, and then usually give you another chance. But then if you do it again, you're probably going to be frozen and locked out of your account for 6 months. Not locked out, but you won't be able to trade. So that's the pattern day trader rule, which is silly. Hey, man, we doing some live trading. Oh, gosh. Big radio. Why am I having a brain dump on who the hell? Jeffrey. I don't know why I couldn't say your name. We've been having a, oh, gotta have the dough to play the, yeah, you do. You do. Under 25,000, don't break the rules. You get spanked. That's right. 25,000. It sounds like a lot. It is a lot of money, but it's like freedom. You can do anything you want for the most part when you're trading. When you have over there, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, you know, all that stuff. But they shut you down when you have below that. See, you know a lot, Jeffrey. You need to get on your channel and talk about some stocks and stuff, because you got some extensive knowledge knowing about strangles and straddles and diagonals. You know. You was doing this, knowing about the $25,000 rule. Yeah. So I'm looking down because I'm reading the comments down there. Yeah, you know, Jeffrey. You need to get on the whiteboard. Start teaching the basics. This is so hard. It's like I don't do trade. I put on long-term trades. I generally trade leaps, which is like options over a year to expire, because basically I could say, let's say I look at, and we'll pull up Amazon again, right? And I'll just pull up the weekly chart. Let's say I'm pulling up that chart. Now I'll say, you know, I bet you 2 years from now that this stock is going to be trading higher than it is today, you know, and I'll trade that leap. You know, I'll say, hey, I'll trade a call spread or a put spread, you know, at the same price it is now. So basically I'm saying it basically is doubling your money if you trade it right at the money, doubling your money, but it's a 2-year time to do it. But that's great. You know, if you just getting 10% a year, it'll take you 7 years to double your money. So if you do it with this, you're way ahead of the game. So I'm basically saying, you know what? If Amazon is trading at 1777, if it's trading anywhere above that, basically I'm saying it's not going to go below this price for the next 2 years. Well, it could go below, but 2 years from now, it'll be up. and I'll basically double my money. And that's the trades that I put on. So when things are getting tanked, like down when it was over here, I put on one of those trades that expire way out here in 2020, that it's not going to go below 1,000 or 14, whatever it was, 1,300. And those are the kind of trades that I do. Those are the kind of trades that make me money. And I try to trade closer because it's kind of boring. You put on a trade, and you got to wait 2 years to see. But you watch it grow. And some of those trades out there, they're not even liquid, so you get bad fills. You don't get the greatest fills, meaning prices to get in, because they know as well that the stock is going to most likely be higher than it is today 2 years from now. And if you go back in time looking at this chart, let's bring up the monthlies. When was I wrong? When pick any point in this chart and you'll say, oh wow, 2 years from any point, it was higher. We can even go to 2008. Here's 2008. Here it is, right? Here's the bottom. Let's go 2 years out. Boom, it almost doubled from that point. See, it works. Just buy stocks that people want. This is something that I'll put out there in future videos, and that's generally how I trade. Leaps, long term, set it, forget it, right? And there's generally no point in time. Now, the year 2000 was a true bear market. Stocks were going down for 2 years. Okay, so actually I would have lost back then, but I don't know if I would have put those trades on because that was the stock market. I wasn't trading options back then, but that was the tech bubble, right? Some stocks was like crazy high. I mean, Yahoo and Google. I remember they come out. They have the .com in their name, and the IPO be set. You know, the offering price was $20, and when they open up for trade, it's like $200. It was crazy. People was making stupid money if you could just get in on that IPO. If it was anything a .com, you would 1,000 times your money the same the first day it opens. Ain't that right, Jeffrey? I had 25 pages of Schedule D. Oh, that's this year? My 1099 was usually 9 million plus every year. You used to day trade heavy. Okay. I didn't count my pages on my Schedule D. It wasn't a whole bunch though. Well, actually, I take that. I don't know. It was more because when I was trucking, when I was over the road, I wasn't really trading hard. I started trading hard again when I got home because you can't, you're driving, you don't have really time for it. But I was like, I buy stocks too, like 401k and a brokerage, and then I just kind of keep buying. It's not options, just straight buying. And the options is my money to make it to grow, fast, so that's that's how I trade. We could pull out any chart, but it's been a bull market for 20 years. So, or however year it is. So I don't know. It doesn't even matter what chart. P&G, you want to pull up P&G? Here's, you pick any 2 year point. Now this one is close from 2009 to 2011. That might not have worked. That stock was the same price. But if I was looking at this back in that era, what would have me excited was this consolidation. And once it broke out of that pattern right there, that's off to the races. When something is consolidating like that, that's a squeeze. You're off to the races. And then you could see it. It was a double. No, not a double. A half or whatever. So I love looking for that. I love looking for these years of straight, just where it's just trading straight across, and you just wait for that breakout. Just wait for it. And when you see it happen, look at that candle when it did break out. I would have probably been in before. And this is why I like trading before resistance, because I always feel I'm going to miss that breakout candle, and then you try to get in and you missed it, But one thing I know, if it happens and you get in, just buy it above that candle. That works for me. So see, there's a lot of different things I can talk about that works for me, and it's hard to kind of get your little groove on, and it's hard. This is hard to make money, especially when the market's going down. When the market's going down, everybody's losing money. You know, even it's hard. It's too much. It's too volatile. You know, it's too much of this. You know what I mean? You're making money today, you're losing it all tomorrow, because it's not just like yesterday. It was up. The Dow was up 200 points, and now it's down 300 or something. It's just too volatile. You know, so there's nobody really making money like that. You know, traders, and that's why they're selling books and DVDs and wanting you to join, because they know it's hard. You know. Anyway, there's my little rant, Jeffrey. Teaser, I remember that. That was I remember when it came out. Was a high volume stock back in the day. Yes, it was. That was one of them stocks I was always watching. That's when all the cops was switching to the tasers, and it was leaving the. Well, I won't say leaving the guns, but so everybody was like, you know, all the cops around the country's got to buy these tasers for they all the departments around the country's got to buy the tasers for the cops. So everybody knew about this, and it was just like, hey, buy. You know, tasers are selling like crazy, and I think they was the only company selling tasers or something like that. And then they had to be sold around the world and blah 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 blah. You know, that was before I think I was trading options. I think I was just starting. Yeah, there's no chart. I don't even know. Somebody bought it. 416, 17. Yeah, so that is it. Made a lot of money on Sirius Radio. Oh, that stock is like, what, $1 right now? $5? Made a lot on Sirius Radio. Used to own it at 47 cents. Oh, when it went to zero. I think I remember when you bought it. When it damn near went to zero, it was trading that low, and then it made a comeback and went up to like $5. Is that what you? Oh, so you said 9. Yeah, I remember that, and I was like, do I want to buy? I was just talking about lotto tickets, right? I was like, damn, do I want to buy? I used to like that. I had satellite radio. I was like, this is great. What the talk? People don't want it, and I was like, it comes in every car, you know, so it's like a lotto ticket. I was like, yeah, I should, but I didn't do it. I thought they was gonna go out of business. I was like, I don't know. But no, they had a little comeback there. Sirius XM. It is $5.78, and that chart does not look good right now. It does not look good. That is a short. That is a short. If I ever seen a short. You see that? That is going to break down right there. You said it went. You said nope. I don't know what you said nope about. Yeah, look at that. Serious. The thing, to tell you the truth, I don't even know how they in business, because everybody's streaming on their phones, right? I got it in my car. I'm actually pay. Oh, I got the free trial, the trial thing. No, not the trial. I'd had the trial and I didn't do it. And then they hit me with, $25 for 6 months. And they send me a Echo Dot, which is worth $50. So I was like, all right. You see, this is why I don't think they can make money. I was like, all right, I'll take it for that. So I'll give you $25. You're going to send me something worth $50, and I get the satellite for 6 months. I'll take it, and I'm canceling as soon as it's over, because I don't even listen to it. I listen to my phone. I pull up, iHeart, whatever, TuneIn Radio, YouTube, and Bluetooth it to the stereo, and that's what I listen to all the time when I'm driving. And I bet you everybody else is doing the same thing. And that is what the chart is saying. Oh, you probably said nope, because here it is, the high. I got it, $7.70. No, yeah. I'll take that back. It was way $70 at first. Look at that. It got as low as a nickel. Oh my God. Jeffrey, can you imagine buying that for a nickel? In 2008, you could have bought like 1 million shares or something like that. And look, and sold it today for $5 or whatever. Look at that line. A nickel. That's crazy. You look back and you go, damn, what was I thinking? I'll tell you what you was thinking, because after this crash right here, the market, everybody was scared. You just scared. You think, you remember, if you put it $100, if you buy $100 worth of nickels and it goes to zero, you lose $100. So you, just because it's low, you could still lose all your money. So people was scared, you know. Same with Citi. You know, Citi was they had to do a reverse split. It's still in even, this thing's still in hardly recover. It's $9.70. I know it's a little high. I don't know if they adjusted it back then. It was lower than, yeah, they did a reverse stock split, 50 for 1 or 1 for 50 or something like that. But this thing was like $1. And I thought about that, because I was like, Citibank. I was like, Citibank's, it ain't going nowhere. You know, anyway, so it's $60 now. These bank stocks have just not make a turn since, well, Citi is one of them, like Bank of America. Yeah, see, it's a little better. I think, talking stocks, you should accumulate. You should just, we should be buying banks. I know it hasn't been making money, but some of these things are making a good yield right now even. This is Bank of America, 2.23%. Buy banks. It's going to turn one day. It's, you know, it's not going to be another 2008. It's gonna turn, you know, so you can just kind of slowly be putting these in your portfolio, and then when they start to skyrocket, when we have that time for the banks, you're gonna have a lot of shares of them. All right, so let's look at Amazon real quick, and then I'm ending this video because that's where I started. Yeah, look at that crack. Then I knew I should have just went the other way and bought a put, but that's what happened, and you see how it hung out. It just hung out right there. Let me bring up the minute chart. Remember, it was just dilly-dallying, and then boom. And that's what I mean, like, it, yeah, it's just giving it up. So was the market. The market gave it up. Here's Apple, gave it up. Let's look at the VIX, which is probably going the other way because that's the fear index. See, it's going straight up. And let's look at the ticks. They're probably ticking down. Look at that, all these ticks to the low downside. These are all extreme ticks right there too. That's everything. That's everything I look at. So who knows where the market's going? People scared. This inverse yield curve, yield curve inverted, whatever. You know, recession. And the recession looms. Is that the word I'm looking for? But who knows? Are we going to go back? Because this is just we had a hell of a rally. It could just be a pullback. I mean, it was crazy rally. Crazy. I'm trying to bring up the SPY. I mean, look at that rally. Are we going back down to there? Maybe. I don't know. But this was a rally. So there's going to be a pullback. It's going to be pullbacks. You know, like we had here and it bounced, and, you know, so this could be nothing. Eventually it could be something. I'm telling you, if the yield curve don't uninvert, go the other way, it needs to go like this. The long-term bond or whatever treasury needs to be a higher yield than the 2-year, the close one, right? Because you're giving away your money for 10 years. You know, you shouldn't make more on a 2-year and less on a 10-year. So that means there's no faith. There's no faith in the government 10 years from now or whatever, because we're going to go in a recession, you know. So that's how it works, you know. So it's like buying a CD. You buy a 3-month CD, you get, I don't know, 0.5%. You buy a 3-year CD, you get 2%. Buy a 10-year CD, you get 10%. Let's say. I know that's ridiculous. But imagine you bought a 10-year CD and you get 2%, and you bought a 1-year CD and you get 3%. Nobody's giving their money for 10 years. They don't trust it. Anyway, so it goes like that. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching. Hey, Jeffrey, straight up, I hope to see you if you go into the show, and I'm not even sure if I'm going. How you like these videos? How you like me just sitting here talking stocks like that? Now, I know I'm looking for a whole new audience, but you think it's going to work? And I'm doing it just because I love talking stocks. If I ain't talking, I just do. Even if I'm not even trading, I can just sit here and talk this stuff for days. Anyway, I've been doing this since like 2005, 6. Yeah, right? Just before that whole 2008 stuff. And made a lot of money and lost a lot of money, you know. So, all right, so there it is. I'm going to go ahead and, thanks for everybody for sticking around. I think it's only a couple of you because I'm one. And then Jeffrey, Paul, Chris, Robert, thanks for watching. And subscribe. Oh, you probably already are. And I got somebody else in it. Yeah, I'm just ending the video. So subscribe. And maybe I'll do more videos like this. I don't know though, because I don't really day trade. It was option expiration. So I was like, let me play the bounce and see if I can get a lotto ticket. But it didn't come to fruition there. So look at this, is not looking good right here. What am I on, SPY? It looks like it just wants to roll over. Let me analyze this real quick. I already drew a Fibonacci. No, it's a bad Fibonacci drawing. It needs to be redrawn. I'll draw this Fibonacci and then I'm out. Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of the turns happen at the 61.8, which is 277.3, which is another. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. Another. I'm looking at the SBY. Another. Yeah, that's it. Another % lower. Is it going to get there? So 1 more % lower. Maybe we can bounce. You got the 50. You might bounce there. There's some good support right there. So yeah, or we can just, I mean, you see the thing with these fibs, look how the uptrend, it just cut through every single one of them. It might not, it just might just, I'm going straight to the bottom. And they mean nothing. And you just hope. You say, it's like, That was another reason why I put the lotto. I wanted to show it. I totally forgot that it was kind of bouncing off this fib right here. See the two? Yeah. And I was like, I think we can turn. And that's what I was playing. That's what I was playing also. It was a lot of things lining up for that bounce, but it didn't happen. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Long video, longest video I ever made on EMI PTV. All right, so thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I am out of here. I'm ending this. Stay tuned. Oh, my light wasn't even on. Hopefully the video is well. Oh, it went out on me. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I see ya. Peace.